be better suited for the sword?
I mean, I'll if you want, make a history check, but it's gonna have a very high DC.
Oh, may as well try.
Oh no.
Nope.
Nice graphics.
Yeah, no.
Gigg's never heard that before, but he still wonders the question out loud.
Does anyone else? Yeah, I guess that's what Kix is saying. So I'm trying to think if I would know that. I don't think I would.
Ask the sword if it can make itself from a short sword into a great sword.
Can you shapeshift into a smaller sword?
Or a
No,
bigger sword.
I
Bigger sword,
cannot.
bigger sword.
No, I cannot.
Or is the sword attached to Iona, or does it mind if we, proficiently switch it over to someone in the party who can wield it properly?
I mean, I can wield it properly. I just don't get my great weapon fighting stuff.
Well, that's the thing, though. You like, I think Kix would be better suited since it's a, she's a fighter that uses swords.
Yeah.
Kix is a female?
No, Kix is a guy.
You just said she.
I said he, but I've been slurring my words all.
The pronoun
okay,
game is
I know
very
I'm
confusing
pretty.
in this group. Hey, ask the sword if it's okay with somebody else using it, because it's not really my style.
Is it okay if somebody else uses you?
I would be proud to be wielded by anybody that would seek to destroy the Daemonite threat.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, but see, that's me, because I like destroying things.
Yeah, but Kix would probably not be so far against it. I don't know. Let's ask Kix.
I'm gonna take it over to Merrick first and go, hey boss, you want this?
Excuse me, I thought we had the good employer-employee relationship going on here.
Yeah, but Merrick is the guy who actually pays me.
I thought you chose me, Iona.
No, you guys paid me, but Merrick is the one who actually gives me the gold, so...
Oh, wait, what does the healer wield? What's your preferred weapon, Dwarf Bomb?
Mace.
What?
Mace.
Oh, yeah, see, I figured Mace would be the thing because that's that generic weapon healers use. So, yeah, I took a...
Or a sickle.
Is he here?
That's interesting. I like the sickle. That's cool.
Is Merrick here to tell me?
Yeah,
if
I'm
he
still
wants-
here. I'm actually debating on whether I should take it or if I should let someone else wield it, considering I don't like wielding things I can't understand.
I should probably intimidate you into saying that you're not actually married.
I've tried that.
I think we should let Kick use it.
Is Iona just squinting the entire time? Because that's the only way I can really see this happening. Other than just...
She wears a helmet at all times, so she can't really see. She can't see too well through it.
Can you take your helmet off?
Well, sure, I'll use it, but I still don't know quite what it wants, like who these Devonites are. Damonites.
We should probably ask the sword, since it seems to be both an encyclopedia and a person.
Dovram.
Hey, Dovram, ask the sword if it can point the guys we need to smash out for us.
I would ask it, can you tell us what the Damonites are? More detail?
Nah, who gives a fuck?
Could you please explain the Damonites to us?
They're a group of thieves. Sorry, one sec. Group of thieves originally hailing from the city of Ulad. They had their start as an egalitarian political radical movement, but they were ejected from the city and found their way here long ago, where they've been engaged in a street warfare, you would say, and against us.
That's starting to sound vaguely familiar to my character, kinda.
Wait, hold on. Is this a gang sword? Ask the sword if he's in a gang.
Are you in a gang?
I would not consider myself a member of a gang, no.
Does this sword have royal blood in it? I mean, material, whatever. That's fun. Oh, whatever.
Any other questions you want me to ask the sword right now?
I
Yeah, you're
mean,
getting tired of translating.
we were once nobility.
Wait, seriously? The sword is from nobility? Is that real?
Maybe it was
Hmm.
wielded by nobility.
Oh. For a second there, I thought swords were starting to take over the world. That would have been scary.
Would have been a little bit scary.
Yeah, just a little. Fucking sharp ass. If they'd be a superior race, they have the obvious advantage of stabbing people by default.
Yes, but they can't actually walk.
How funny would it be? It's like, well, they just get stabbed into someone's chest, start controlling the body.
Well, you
So let's see
see,
if I.
the Damonites are known to control and infiltrate from the shadows. They are an insidious threat and it needs to be rooted from wherever they may be hidden.
That kind of sounds like thieves.
So, I'm out of character, by the way. I can't believe we're going to have to get fucking chased down by another group of thieves guild. Just different flavor text.
Yeah, let me just get this right. So, Ulad political faction comes to Trade Town, becomes a sort of thieves guild, and has a whole bunch of other talking swords in its possession related to this one. And the sword wants us to go rescue the rest of them.
Or at least the other one.
At least the other one.
Yeah, it had
I
said
agree.
it had captured. It said it had captured. They had captured its brother, another sword, and was going to destroy it, and you needed to go rescue them. I don't think I mentioned any other weapons other than that.
I think you mentioned they
Yeah.
came from a larger family, but I guess they're just not involved here.
Right? Yeah, I did mention a larger family. That's true.
Now, I've been thinking for a while about how we can, like, make more friends, but the best I can think of is to stab more people, to be honest.
You know, honestly.
And you know what? This new friend, I think he's really good at stabbing people.
You know, honestly, one of the interesting things about this sword is we don't know how old it is. It might have knowledge, which would be a very beneficial factor.
It might know more than me.
Ask the sword how old it is.
I want a bad answer.
Ask it its weight while you're at it, too.
Ask the sword its age. Or
How
what-
old are you?
I don't rightly know. It's been generations since my inception.
Ask it what ruler was in power when it came to conception.
Would you even know that is useful information?
Could have heard it off the street, honestly.
Who was in power when you were made?
Conceived.
Conceived.
One moment.
Prepare for history checks.
Well, not really. I mean, I guess if you want to know what the name of somebody is, that would have been King Oakenbeard.
No, I meant like now we have to figure out when he was in power.
No, I know. I'm answering your question.
Let's see.
Would I know who that is?
I mean, more history checks. Yes.
With an 18.
Yeah. You know who King Oakenbeard is?
Hey guys, I know who that is. No, who is he?
The King of Mesca. Up to say probably a little bit over 5 years ago.
Huh. So this sword's only 5 years old. Oh well, I guess.
Sure,
magic
if that's how you want to
Well-
look into that.
Potentially 5 years old, because it could be older.
Wait, how old? What race?
It literally said generations, and I said the king. I told whoever rolled an 18, Merrick knows that King Oakenbeard was the king of Mesca until about 5 years ago. So literally any point between 5 years ago and back. So I don't know if that's just me missaying it or you not understanding what I'm saying. That's the difficulty
So-
I'm having.
Probably at least over 30 or 20 to 30 years old, at least.
Well, that's not ancient knowledge, so we can't get
At least above 5 years old.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
Bob, yeah, at least.
This sword wasn't connected to the royalty, was it?
Are you connected to the royalty at all?
Not
Or
any
what?
longer.
Ah. So later on, we could inquest if it did pick up any information it shouldn't have. AKA, we could get some insight on some sick ass quest shit in the background. And or we could just go do the quest we're currently on, which is. Oh shit, we have like 3.
Kill the troll.
Alright, so we gotta figure out of character what we want to do now. Are we gonna follow the swords quest immediately, which seems to be time sensitive, or do Kix's quest, which is also sort of time sensitive?
What's Kick's quest?
Kix's quest is to find a specific individual who I keep forgetting what his name is.
Galen.
Galen. We're trying to find a person named Galen, and he's a bounty we're trying to get. So, also, it's just Kix's personal rival, I guess. So, you know, a lot of
He established a coup that took over Conquest Lookout, my home, and I was involved in the war against him, and then he threw me in jail for 2 years.
But
I
then
got a little bit of a sore spot when it comes to Galen.
and then Kix dissolved the souls of his fellow fallen kobolds, and he's the reason. That is the reason why he can't die now. Also, if you were here for this one other session, there's another reason why he doesn't die, for age reasons. But that's out of the question. Anyway,
I
as
don't know,
far as
boss.
it goes,
What do you want to do first? You want to do the sword thing, or do you want to deal with Galen?
Wait. What makes him the boss?
first off, you came to our group, so you have no power.
I'm talking
Well,
to
it's
Merrick.
because
I'm talking to
Ayana still
Merrick,
works
not
for me,
Kix.
because Merrick is dead.
No, I'm talking to Merrick, not Kix.
I shrug.
Um,
And I specifically hired Flynn.
Now I'll look at Kix and go, hey, are we...
more like you threatened me, and I'm like, yeah, I might as well just hang out with you. Less hiring, more stabby-rific, if I didn't.
So I'd like to keep you around, Dovrim, since you can actually speak to this thing, and maybe you could tell us a little bit more, too. If you're willing to hang out with us, and... Well, you, Merrick, we just found you off the street. If you're up for killing a whole bunch of people, then by all means, you can stick around.
Sure,
As
why
far as
not?
for- and as
I'll
far
I'll
as
stick around.
A
I want
little
to find out more about the
tourist.
sword.
And as far as incentive goes, you know, more people, the more merrier. You know, share the pot of rewards and whatnot.
Well, gold is my middle name.
And we have gold.
So do I.
Yeah, I mean, sure. The battle of the wealth between two characters.
I have a bigger gold pile.
Probably.
Kix? No, he does not. Neither.
Oh, then I probably have more money.
I probably have more money.
But my pile of wealth is made of the greatest wealth of all, friendship.
Yeah, but my pile weighs more, so fuck you.
Okay. What are we gonna do now, guys? Let's get to a plan here.
But
Well-
you will. I say let's deal with the thing in the predominant area.
Well, we know who we're after, the Damonites. Does the sword know where they are?
Dovrim?
Do you know where the Damonites are? I talked to the sword.
Yes. I believe that they were taking my brother to the Feather Whisper bathhouse. They intend to bury him in mud, then convert it to stone, so that he will never be seen again.
Sword and Stone. Nice reference.
Nice.
I thought it was going to be destroyed. Will that actually just not destroy him?
These weapons might be indestructible by technicality.
when one exists as a weapon. One's non-usage is one's destruction.
Yep, that's.
Well, yes, but I mean, this does lay the ground for us to actually rescue him instead of, say, directly confronting him.
Also, despite covering it in stone, there are literal magical ways of divining where a weapon or item is. It wouldn't be impossible to find it after it's cast in stone, unless a seal is put around the stone to make it undivinable, which is still impossible, I think. Just then you could just define the stone, I think. Anyway,
At the bathhouse.
Oh,
Okay, so
did we
boss,
ever-
what do we do?
Dovram, the sword speaks up again. Time is of the essence, though. I believe before the night is over, their plans will come to fruition.
there's actually one last question I had to ask. Did we ever ask who the fuck the last owner was? The guy dead on the street?
Oh, we kind of
No.
stopped him.
That's kind of important because we did run away and we might be assumed for his murder.
Well, so did the entire crowd.
Well, yeah, everyone did run away. But only suspicious Tabaxi and Kobold. Well, I guess this group of people is mixed up with a bunch of different races. I just
But-
assume.
Time is of the essence, guys. We need to go to the bathhouse as soon as possible, or they will be coming at nighttime.
All right, I guess we'll go. Where is this bathhouse?
Okay, I'm gonna look at Merrick again, and I'm gonna go, okay, boss, what are we doing?
And then I look over to Kix and Flynn. I'm like, any help?
Well, we can go to the bathhouse. We can give it a look around. Or we could just straight try to sneak into the back of it.
That I can do.
Hey, Dovram, ask the sword what the name of the person we're looking for is.
What's the name of the person we're looking for?
Galen.
The name of
It's
the
a
person you're
woman.
looking for. Oh, you mean, just to clarify out of
Your
character,
brother.
you mean the assassination, or?
The brother.
Yeah, the sword was like, we have to go get her. Like, who is her?
Who is her?
Oh,
Is what they're
I'm
trying to
sorry.
ask.
For one quick clarification, I meant to say him.
Okay,
him.
well, who is him?
Him.
I thought in context we knew it was the other sword, but I guess it is possible.
Well, no, if you're asking about the him, that is two different. That's what I was about to ask clarification-wise, but you've already clarified that you mean the him that the sword was referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes by the name Rayblade.
And
Oh, I
that's,
thought
is
we
that
were
another
talking about
sword,
who the
or is
hell
that-
is the guy who's the woman who killed the guy in the street.
Again, it was a
That's
guy.
right.
It was a guy that killed a woman. So sorry, I said it backwards the first time I was telling you. The person is who he was talking about was a guy. The sword self-identifies as a male too. So I mean,
Ask him if Rayblade is the one that killed his wielder.
Rayblade, the sword, or the killer?
the killer.
Okay.
How do we murderize him? Or
I-
Um,
My brother's name is Horde Cutter.
wait, what's the sword's name that we're holding now?
How big is your brother?
What was that? What did you say?
Oh man.
Always
How
weird
big
with
is
the
your brother?
weird questions, Anna.
Oh, man.
A girl's gotta know.
What
Horde
type of sword is your brother?
Cutter is a great sword.
And Ayana just pops whatever the equivalent is.
and just while I'm writing it down, this sword is named.
What
I
is
want to
your
look at
name?
the dwarf and I want to go, tell this sword, him and me are best friends if he lets me use his brother. If his brother lets me wield him, I will fucking avenge whoever he wants me to avenge. Let's go.
I'm glad you're enthusiastic.
He goes,
second.
my name is Saberhawk.
Wait a second. Look at the names that were on the screen. Rayblade, Hordcutter, and Saberhawk. They all sound like sword names, don't they?
Yes.
Oh god, are we
Rayblade
fighting?
might-
Are we hunting down a sword who in the middle of the stabbed someone and then walked away?
No, Rayblade is probably the name of the sword that somebody used. So it might be like a sentient weapon that took over a body, like possessed somebody.
That's possible, but it's
I
also
think-
possible.
Think the sword from the Masamune from Soul Eater.
Hmm.
But
Okay, so-
everyone's agreed Kix will hold on to Saberhawk. Is there any details about it that I should write down here for putting into stats?
We did get vague representations of what it could do,
I
but we
mean,
never-
for the purposes of stuff you don't know, there is a bunch of stuff you don't know that you won't be able to find out right now. But for your sheet, just put
Mhm.
down that you have a short sword +1 at the moment.
Ah,
Cool.
I'm gonna be right back.
We didn't even have to pay money to get fucking cool ass weapons.
Just dive into a well.
Yeah.
Just loot a dead body.
Risk your life.
Just have one of your characters die and have another person leave the group, and then have 2 new people come in and have to have an brings them into the group. And then you get +1 weapons. And it automatically goes to the most senior character here.
Hey, it's not my fault I'm cool.
No, it's just coincidental. I know. I'm making a joke. I don't use
So
swords
was I.
often. Again,
I'm
here
more
now,
of a rapier kind of guy.
I'm a dex character, and I guess I.
Oh,
could
that's a
use it
crime
for-
around these parts, buddy.
What, rapiers? Or dicks?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh man.
I'm a ranged character, so even if I did use a sidearm for up close combat, it would never really get used. Oh, I have to drop my AC again because I'm probably going. Well, I'll keep it on. I'll keep my shield out just in case if someone stabs me on the street until I run away.
But yeah, if the plan is to sneak into the bathhouse, I can definitely do that.
Well, it's good that you can. What about you, Doverim? Doverim, can you sneak around any?
A little bit. I am faster than your average dwarf,
I have a decent stealthing ability.
but I can also shapeshift.
Oh, that's just immensely useful.
That actually changes everything.
Wait, what are you?
Shapeshift into a mouse.
You're a dwarf.
Magical, apparently.
Right?
His
How does
character says
character
it's listed as a Duger, so like he's like completely pale here.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's a Druger. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Proceed to talk behind my back.
Just a real stupid thing. Is that how you say the word?
I am not
It's
100%.
Duergar.
I've always thought it was Duragar, but I mean,
Yeah, that's how they even pronounce it in like video games and such.
I must say I've never really heard it out loud, so it's always just been in my own head. So
I'm back.
That sounds good.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so we're going to the bathhouses and we're gonna look around for this guy.
Well, I would say if it's going to be them trying to cast him in stone, I'm assuming there's going to be people there that we're going to have to fight. So the sneaky people sneak in the back while the other group sneaks in the front. We can counterattack.
You want me to sneak in the front, or you want me to go in the front and make noise?
That's up to you.
Dunderhead tactic.
Yeah, basically.
Draw out the
Under-
enemies, and then the rest of us kick their ass.
Me and Kix can do that. I'm gonna look at Kix and I'm gonna go, that sounds good to you, boss?
What exactly again?
Me and you are gonna go in the front, make a lot of noise, while little boss is gonna go around back. And
Well, you sure can make a lot of noise. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
It is a bathhouse. Maybe we could just raise a fuss. Take a bath.
Or maybe without doing all this, we could just use the bathhouse and observe while we're in there.
Unless it's
Ask,
abandoned and the only people in there are bad guys.
Ask Saberhawk what it thinks.
Alright, I'm back.
We're also heavily armed and going in with the intention to kill someone.
Did I miss anything important?
No, we're debating on how to assault the bathhouse.
Well,
Maybe
I
being
actually-
unseen is actually best.
Ask the sword. What, we should ask the sword if everyone in the bathhouse should just be killed.
Everyone in the bathhouse. Should everyone in the bathhouse be killed?
You cruel ass person.
Well, we don't know if this bathhouse is just enemy territory, everybody being an enemy, or if
It's a
public
public
place.
bathhouse.
It's a
gonna kinda
public bathhouse.
shrug.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
know
shrug
if
a
the
little
bathhouse
bit
has been
and look at
abandoned.
Kix, and I'm gonna go, you didn't hire me because I'm polite.
Well, yeah, but I thought you'd at least restrain yourself a little bit before wanton murder.
I
What?
know
That's
that they've
going-
I know that they've made a headquarter there, but I do not know that everyone there is one of them. I would not know. I would leave that to the discretion of my wielder.
So let's see. The issue here is if we don't know if everyone there is guilty. So the second thing is perhaps we should split into two groups: a raid group, which would consist of anybody who can't sneak, and the
And then
stealth group,
sneaker.
and a sneak group. And I'd like Kix to be in the sneak group because he's the highest level character and he'll shield up the sneak group. And even though he did fail that one time, I feel like I'm going to give him a good chance now.
Okay,
Not
so
my
are we
fault. I
gonna
ran
do-
into Master Crossbowman.
Are we gonna do me and Dovram up front and then Kix, Merrick, and Quote in the back?
No, I meant like we're going to split the group. Like physically, the groups are going to operate.
No, yeah, I know. I meant the back of the bathhouse, not the
Yeah,
back.
we'll
Yeah,
get
how are we splitting? Is what he's.
How are we
Ayana
doing
and
this?
Dobrim, why don't you pose as two people going to the bathhouse to actually use the bathhouse, and then we'll just
What?
sneak in through the back.
I was gonna walk in and fucking call out Rayblade.
Oh, that's a bad idea
Why?
because you'll just get your shit knocked in. I mean, I don't expect you to get your shit knocked in, but you're obviously going to aggravate everyone there who actually is part of the thing, and then innocent blood
Well,
might get
I
spilled.
can just
What?
ask. I can just ask the attendant. Hey, I'm looking for somebody named Rayblade.
But we don't know if they know how to speak to the sword. They might not know that.
Ask the sword if Rayblade is the person who murdered his other wielder, or the sword that murdered his
I
other
think I have a
wielder.
good way to word this. I think that just incites too much risk, and it doesn't have enough payoff for the risk it may incite. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just too much of a risk, and it doesn't pay off in any specific way of general value to your event or give you any advantage per se.
Eh.
You should just kind of sit there, and if we fuck up, we'll just run out to you guys, and then you can start helping us fight real good like.
Real good, like. Yeah, Dovram, ask the sword. Is Rayblade a person or a weapon?
Is Rayblade a person or a sword or a weapon?
Rayblade is a person.
Okay, yeah. So I can just go in the front and ask the attendant for.
How great would it be if these swords turn out to be the bad guys?
I don't care. I'll be a bad guy.
Honestly, I don't think this group gives a shit about fucking being good people. Who here has actually got the good as their fucking...
In this scenario, Kix has heard that these guys were a political faction Ulad, roughly terrorists, and then fled. Kix don't care about them much.
Well, who actually has the good character, or what is it fucking called? Alignment. I guess nobody has to tell me.
I've never actually decided on one.
If I'm gonna actually investigate which person so far, and I would only be really to tell from Ayana and Kix. I'm pretty sure Ayana's a neutral. I'm
No.
neutral.
I'm back.
Wait, what?
Ayana's not neutral.
Oh, are you evil?
I'm lawful evil, yeah.
Oh. So
That's
you
why
just-
I put so much emphasis on whoever's paying me.
Oh, you just...
I'm neutral good.
Well, if you don't give a shit as long as you get paid, that would just be, I guess, neutral, honestly.
Yeah, neutral probably.
Yeah, like, not true neutral, but just neutral untrue. Whatever that means. Just means you don't switch sides randomly, depending on who's winning. You're a mercenary. That's all you are. You know, technically, I could see that being evil. Honestly,
Probably neutral evil.
it's like a soft evil, more or less.
Anyway, let's
And,
go to the bathhouse and find Rayblade. We'll put me and Dobrum in the front. Dobrum stay a little bit behind me so you can heal me up, and then we'll put Merrick, Quote, and Kix in the back.
Yeah, and we'll sneak
Just
in.
know I'm squishy.
And then Kix will just fucking burst through the door and fall down, and then get shot by the expert crossbowman, who just happens to be at the bathhouse at that time.
Oh, dear God.
I will
I
have
can-
my
Where's
so
he
vengeance.
bad.
hiding his crossbow?
I'm
You
sick
don't.
in my head right now.
Where was he hiding his crossbow? You don't want to know. It's. Of course, there is the first thing of just, we have to kind of survey. Oh, fuck it. Let's just go in and do this.
No, I'm just placing you guys on the map and on the outside of the map, so you can still
was-
survey and do everything you want.
Do
I'm
you
not
want to
showing
survey the
everything.
place?
We should probably just investigate the back alley to make sure it's not being watched intensely.
This is a building located closer to the noble side of Trade Town, or at least the richer side of Trade Town. So it's got this big old, like, it's surrounded by the other manor houses and everything. It's not some rundown shack. It's not surrounded by an alley. In fact, from the backside, or walking around, it's walled. It's kind of got this wall thing coming around the backside of it that clearly has some sort of garden or something, because you can see the bushes and the trees rising up from out of it. Otherwise, it looks like a very inviting place. Got these big old double doors that are wide open on the front. It's got shutters on the windows, and they're all open too. You can see right inside of it. People can look out at you if they wanted.
It's too bad we don't have the assassinate features.
There's flames on the inside of the place, keeping it all well lit, easily seeable. There's even a soft music playing that you can hear from the outside.
Can I go inside now?
Yeah, if you want to.
Actually, one of the things we should probably consider is maybe we should sneak from the inside, or from the front to the back, because the back seems like it actually might be guarded more.
Kix actually starts heading around to the back, and I guess just to clarify on the map, the doors are one in the front, double door, and then two different back doors, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm
I
seeing
want
this
to go
right.
in the front door.
Stick with Kix.
Hold on, real quick.
Wait, who's
On
this?
the backside, right around there, and there are the walls that would separate the back from the front. Or I mean, the back from everywhere else. So you would have to like climb over a wall to get to where those doors
So,
on the back are. Here, hold on a sec. I can actually just draw. I don't know why I didn't.
Oh, hold on.
I'll just change that to black.
I'd say this to Merrick beforehand. You should go investigate the other side so that you're not quite associated with us right away. And we'll just hang over here and we'll talk casually, pretending to have a conversation between me and Kix so that we're not noticed investigating the background right away.
Okay, so circle around to the other side of the building is what you're trying to say? Alrighty.
Kind of cut down the suspicion factor so that we can get a good idea of what we're. This is basically to survey with no cause.
Makes sense, and with that, I would start heading that way.
So anyway, talking to Kix. So anyway, you see anything?
Well, it's a stone wall.
Yeah, let's do some perception checks.
Well, again, there's also open shutters and that sort of thing. So.
Alright, I would head to about right over here.
And anyone who's stealthing around the backside of the building or whatever, you want to roll stealth checks as well.
Oh shit! Did Kix actually stealth?
Yeah.
Oh no! Am I gonna stealth bad now? Oh no!
Stealthing
never
in
mind.
half plate, too.
I hate both of you with your plus. Oh wait, mine's
Wait.
+7. Never mind.
Yeah, don't get mad at us for being fucking good at our jobs. Don't forget, I'm a fucking rogue next level. Fighter rogue, but yeah. I
I
didn't.
mean, it
think
wasn't that bad.
Alright, Theta, let's go in the front.
One moment.
I actually really want to hear what's going to happen in the front.
Perfect.
Now, this would be one of those situations where having sending stones, or at least some sort of communication network, would be really useful. So we could, again, the first session would have got a lot easier if we could have signals for like.
Just for safety, I want to cast that before we go in.
Fiendish figure. It's like if we had sending stones, this would make it a lot easier.
If it was more, if my telepathy was more than 30 feet, that'd be awesome, but it's not.
So yeah, you walk in the front foyer, and surrounding you is like a number of hanging vines and bronze sculptures of nude figures, and directly in front of you, right in front of like a hallway behind, is an oak countertop. It's actually a crescent shape. I just didn't have a crescent shape token to put there. And there is a rather perky looking attendant sitting behind it, and she looks up at you and she smiles and good evening. I mean, good afternoon rather. How can I help you today?
Good afternoon, young lady. We're looking for Rayblade.
I don't know anybody by that name. Are they someone that works here?
I believe they'd be a patron, or possibly possibly someone who like works in the back.
I'm pretty sure there's no one here that works here by that name, rather. I mean, if you wanted to have a look around, all you have to do is pay an admittance fee, and I could let you in.
What's the admittance fee?
9 silver pieces per person.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. She waits for you.
I'm gonna just give her 2 gold.
Alright, well, she's going to give you 2 silver pieces back.
You can keep it as a tip.
Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to take tips.
Wow, so she has she has the same job I do. Okay.
So yeah, she puts the 2 silver pieces on the countertop for you to take.
Alright. Okay. You want to lead the way, or where do we go?
She indicates to a doorway on the map north of you. It says the women's changing rooms are to the north, and to Davram she indicates the door to the south. Men's changing rooms are to the south.
Alright. I guess I'll go change out of my armor. Very reluctantly, but okay.
Oh man, this would be the perfect opportunity to get you to finally see that we're not American. American quote.
Oh, I thought you said to see that we're not American. I'm like, what?
Yeah, look for like the 10 seconds where I'm not wearing my helmet.
What, are you gonna put the helmet back on after you get
Hell yeah.
Gonna take off the helmet, not recognize him at all, and then end up getting him shot.
Is there like a towel or something I'm supposed to like wrap around my waist and then I go back and...
Yeah, you see, when you each enter your respective changing sides, there's nobody else in there except for you at the moment. You see rows of low padded benches and stools lining a marble floor with mahogany wardrobes for your private storage of your belongings, and each one also has a layer of fresh towel in it.
Okay, I'll change out of my armor, wrap myself up with a towel, and I'll come back out.
Well, there's also sets of double doors on either side.
Okay, so we're supposed to go in through. Okay, so I'll change into my towel.
Yeah, absolutely. You change in here, and then you enter in the main place. The big old double doors behind the desk are probably for employees, you would assume.
Yeah.
I'll change
I'm
too.
gonna be leaving my armor and my halberd there.
Oh no.
I'm gonna leave my gear there and get changed as well.
I can't exactly walk into a spa with a halberd, but it's okay. I've got my warlock levels I can fall back on.
This is kind of one of those fortuitous situations by accident that Kix is carrying the sword. Because since he's not going into the bathhouse, we now don't have to leave the sword out of the line of sight.
So you guys have changed out of your armor and everything. You're heading in. What's the search party on the outside doing?
Well,
Cakes is checking out the stone wall. About how tall? 1 second. Phone call.
Kickstart's playing banjo.
Or not, because someone who called me immediately hung up. Cool.
to continue up while Kix is slightly distracted, we're investigating the back wall. We're looking for weaknesses or any area that seems less guarded, and we're trying to see if we can perceptively see any guards nearby,
Kix just wants to look
Pretty
over the
much.
wall.
and or listening for movement on the other side of the wall. That armor sounds, breathing heavily, talking, things like that.
I mean, the wall, by the way, you asked before, was about 10 feet tall.
Oh, that's no problem for me, but for Kix it might.
And for me, it might.
It appears to be made out of shale.
Does
Is
it
there
look
a-
climbable?
I mean, it's only 10 feet tall. Conceivably, you could throw a rope over it, jump really well, lift one above the other. I mean, climbable for 10 feet isn't that difficult, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Kix will just straight climb it to get over the top and take a look.
I mean, honestly, I'm 7 feet tall. I could just lift you up. You could just grab.
Yeah, I was thinking about climbing, looking for handholds. That way I don't throw a rope over and then...
Handholds? No handholds.
And for me, what about? Okay, so no handholds.
Okay,
I
then
mean,
rope
just
it
give
is.
me give me an athletics check. Just only because that failure in this regard does have consequence.
There we go.
And you don't need to, Flynn, because you've got climb speed.
So I just see now my tabaxi movement allows me to be fucking amazing at stupid good things,
All right.
like climbing a 10-foot wall.
See, now you're useful.
When you surmount the wall, you see there's a lush garden filled with exotic plants, occupying basically every part of it. But you can also see that there's a white stone pathway that basically leads from this door on the south side all the way around the garden and up to the door on the north side.
A circuit, essentially.
Yeah, basically, we'll path around the garden.
We should be cautious at this point.
And we can see each other now, right?
I mean, the shorter among you might have a problem.
No, I'm still on.
We're both
I never
peering
jumped down,
across
I'm
the
still on
courtyard at
wall.
each other, seeing our head just peeking over the fence.
I would still be on top of the wall. I didn't jump down yet. I was looking for people besides them.
Kix will kind of see you on the other side of the wall, give you a little nod, and hop over. Meanwhile, August will just find cracks between the walls and wiggle through Burrow's speed.
Or he could just grab onto my back while I yoke myself over. He probably weighs very.
August does what he wants.
All right, then I'd jump over.
Grabs onto my tail. Going over. Wait a second, is this the forest? My natural back.
Wait, since it would be hard for me to see through all the plants, would it also give me advantage on stealth?
I mean, if you want to hide in the plants, no, because that's basically what you're doing anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way hiding makes sense in this specific scenario.
I mean, if you were like a wood elf, where it's your natural environment, so you automatically get a bonus for hiding in bushes and everything, then that maybe, but you're not. You're literally
But
just hiding in
would.
hideable materials.
But I would actually start heading over to where I last saw them.
Wow. Anyway, so now I guess we're up against the door, or over here. Forgot to move my character.
New
do we
tokens, by the
actually-
way.
Do we see Merrick, or did Merrick see us?
Yup, and he crossed the entire yard.
No, theoretically. I mean, mathematically, do we actually? God damn, I can't think of the actual word. Do we
Conceptually,
actually,
philosophically,
God damn it, I don't know.
romantically.
technically would we see him because of our stealth and whatnot?
I mean, I'm assuming that you guys aren't like hiding from one another. Like you've made some sort of gesture to know that, hey, I'm coming from this way.
Yeah, little conspiratorial nods.
I guess we would know what direction.
Yeah, you're all making the August token.
We would theoretically know his the location the direction he would be coming over the wall from.
I mean, he crossed the way to you. You see him. He's right there.
All right, he's over here. So let's see. Is this? We're right next to a door. So should we peek in? I don't know.
I think that's the plan.
First, let's put the ear to the door and listen.
Well, give me your perception then.
Who's got high perception?